Wah! Guten Morgen, half a day, and Hecky in. It is now time for the Testament of Sherlock Holmes. Oh no. What?
Adobo_big_mac just resubscribed for 21 months. I am so sorry about what you have to say next.
What do I have to say next? The next thing I was gonna say is like, let's go into the options and make sure everything's good to go. But hi, Noble. Thank you for the resub. Also, great session on American Truck Simulator last night. All right, we got a 1920 by 1080, beautiful 32-bit. They're beautiful vertical sync. Yeah, full screen. Everything's on default. We'll see what it looks like on default. Oh no. I think I'm gonna have to take it off channel point redeems. Who's this?
Ow! Ah! What's this?
Who are all these children?
No. Bow, bow, boop, boop. La la la. Ooh.
All these children.
Oh, look! It's a book! Maybe it's a book about pirates with a treasure map. No, I don't think so. I wish that I had seen through all your lies. Oh, start from the beginning, not the middle. And so I decided to pick up my pen to relate the most disturbing episode of my life thus far.
It all began early one morning in 1898, when Sherlock Holmes invited me to accompany him on a visit to the Marquis of Conyngham.
Conyngham. Look at these graphics! Oh, we're updating. Look at all the stuff in the room. So pretty. This is
Watson,
default?
my dear fellow, we can now go and inform the Marquis that we have found the Samoan necklace, and very much faster than Inspector Baines, too, which pleases me.
Have you really solved the theft, Holmes? And so quickly?
I have indeed, Watson, and believe me, it was completely unnecessary to spread out all over London, as our friend Baines thought was best. He likes to boast that his methods are equal to mine, but once again the outcome has contradicted him.
After all these years of accompanying you upon your investigations, I thought that by now I should be reasonably capable of following your train of thought. But in this particular case, I must admit that I don't understand anything at all.
Ah, you see, but you do not observe, Watson. There lies the difference. It is a matter of course.
A matter of course? In the middle of the night, when everyone is fast asleep, the service bell within that room rings out and alerts the servants. They dress quickly and come running, but the door is locked and there is a strong smell of burning from within. A few seconds later, the master of the house himself, The robbed Marchioness's husband, the Marquis of Conyngham, arrives and unlocks the door using the soul key. A fire has started inside the room, but they have managed to arrive in time to put it out. It is at that moment that the Marquis realizes that the famous Samoan necklace, which had been safe within its glass cabinet only a few hours earlier, has now disappeared.
In order to explain, let us confirm my theory before the arrival of Inspector Baines.
Bruh. Look at all the detail. This is minimum default? Look at all the detail. Look. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh my god. Oh. It's telling me what to do and I got distracted. Look at the broken showcase and click on it. Oh, showcase. Got it. Got it.
This window was cut with a diamond. A clean, discreet piece of work. This is where the necklace was.
See how tiny the hole is, and not one fingerprint upon the window.
You can always interact with. After clues examine the icon will turn green. Please move near the left window. You should see 2 more clues simultaneously. Oh. To enter examination mode with multi-zone press, you can switch cursor mode between using look at both clues. Okay.
A mark, undoubtedly made by a diamond. Someone tried to cut the glass, but he was interrupted.
Therefore, the thief tried to escape through the window, but he was interrupted.
All the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
Go to the chimney, you will see the hand icon. Take it by clicking on it. Alright. You can open your inventory by clicking the right mouse button. While playing, you can always activate any of your items from your inventory by rolling the center wheel. Yes. Yes, look at my little briefcase. Ooh. This menu's not available. That's fine, I'm just looking at it. Oh, I can still do first-person mode. Yes! Near the piano, some music scores are on the floor. You can activate an item by selecting your inventory or directly in the game by scrolling the center wheel of your mouse. Yes. Yes.
Let us examine the crumpled scores that have fallen off the piano.
Look for clues.
Nothing of interest here.
Yeah, okay. Is there a footprint?
These sooty prints were left by a tiny hand.
I don't understand why these music scores are covered with soot.
Was it a monk? Press to move your character. Keep pressing. Left shift will make your character run. Press R to switch back to point click mode. To move the character, just left. You want to reach. To run in the desired direction, double click somewhere. Oh, you can do... Oh, we got 3 modes. We got third person, first person, and just God mode. Whee! By pressing space, you activate Sherlock Holmes' Sixth Sense. It will show you a hint not discovered yet. Where? Up there. Come here. No, I saw it. Now search for other clues in the room. Hold
All
on!
the windows are locked. They've not been forced.
Okay, let me go to this mode. Oh, everything pops up. I like!
A candle. It must have fallen from the chandelier. These documents are not very interesting, even though they're addressed to the Minister of Maritime Affairs.
The Marquis himself.
Bro, this is a dope-ass fish tank.
Not very well kept, this aquarium. I can see a dead fish floating on the surface.
This crime has a victim. We must avenge the fish.
This draft screen makes an ideal hiding place.
As the theft was committed at night, I conclude that the thief hid himself behind the draft screen and waited until he was alone in the room.
Was it a monkey?
Strange. There aren't any prints. Yet I'm sure that the thief hid here.
When the servants arrived at the door, having been alerted by the bell, they saw evidence of the theft and the fire, but they didn't see the thief.
This door is very hard to force. The Marquis is the only person to have the key. The thief could not get out through here until eventually, when the door was opened by the servants.
That's soot. Ooh.
Heading towards his chosen escape route, probably the window, the thief knocked over the stool, which then caught fire.
But why didn't he try to put the fire out at once?
The little ding, is that like me like, you got the clue?
Strange. There are some objects here that have been knocked over.
Footprints. You are not going to get on your knees to examine them.
There is no need. It is soot. The servants must have trodden in it while they were putting out the fire.
The fire started here, just beneath the bell pull.
Whoever pulled the cord would have had his feet in the fire, unless it was pulled before the fire started.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. You're already here.
Good morning, Inspector. You've arrived just in time.
Ha ha. Scotland Yard arrives like the cavalry, always in the nick of time. Ah, but I know that satisfied expression, Mr. Holmes. Have you already solved the case?
It's possible.
We have retraced the thief's rather unusual footsteps. He is a true acrobat. But what I cannot understand is that when the servants entered the room, there was no one to be seen. An acrobat, perhaps, but an invisible one? I do not think so.
The only explanation is that the thief escaped before the servants arrived. I don't know how, but there is no other way.
Half a point for the doctor, nil for the inspector.
I am pleased to see that you find the situation amusing, Mr. Holmes. Very well then, explain.
Dr. Watson was correct when he mentioned acrobatics, but he is mistaken about the nature of the acrobat. As for you, Baines, you're quite incorrect, as the thief was in the room when the servants entered.
Explain, for heaven's sake, Mr. Holmes.
Watson, how could a thief be missed in the middle of 8 men?
I don't know. Because he is very small? Stop teasing us, Holmes.
Exactly, because he is small and remarkably agile.
You're thinking of a monkey?
And a trained monkey at that, without a doubt, a Leontopithecus rosalia from Central America. The animal had been hidden inside the room for several hours, calmly awaiting the signal from his master. Once night had fallen and the room was empty, a high-frequency whistle alerted the monkey that it was time to begin the procedure for which he had been trained. The monkey emerged from his hiding place and used the point of a diamond to open the glass cabinet and steal the necklace. He headed across to the window by the chimney, but knocked over the stool, which in turn knocked aside the fire guard and started the fire. The frightened monkey jumped from the chimney by swinging from the bell pull, thus alerting the house servants. He then went to the window and began to use his diamond to cut a hole, but was interrupted by the staff trying to gain entry via the door, and he panicked again. He ran across the piano, scattering the music scores onto the floor, before hiding inside the chandelier, knocking over a candle.
Okay.
Finally, the servants and the Marquis entered the room, leaving the door open while they put out the fire. It was during the confusion that our agile little thief made his escape through the doorway. As simple as that.
A brilliant explanation. Bravo, Holmes.
And the necklace?
I can see it from here, my friends. It's right in front of us.
We have searched the room from top to bottom, Holmes. How were we unable to find it?
Because we paid insufficient attention to the only victim of this affair.
What victim? No one is dead?
Yes, Watson, a poor goldfish whose destiny was to die, crushed by one of the most precious necklaces in England.
Oh my god, I called
The
it!
aquarium is just beneath the chandelier. I understand.
The little monkey had likely hung the necklace around its neck and lost it when he leapt from the chandelier. The jewels fell into the aquarium, where they remain now.
Magic. Ta-da! Thank you, goldfish, for your sacrifice.
Marquis. Here is your necklace, intact, just a little wet.
Mr. Holmes, this brilliant demonstration does credit to your reputation.
Thank you so much, Marquis. Do you wish to verify the authenticity of your jewel?
No, I recognize it. I have spent many hours admiring it, you know.
Good. I will return it to its box, and...
Inspector, a bank has just been held up. You must follow me at once. Orders of Scotland Yard.
What times?
Sirs, duty calls. My regards, Marquis. And well done again, Mr. Holmes.
Question, why is it
there,
Brian's
the
and
necklace
not
is in its box.
Lestrade?
We've lost enough time here. Let's go home, Watson.
Ah, very well, as you wish. A good day to you, Marquis.
With pleasure, gentlemen. And once again, thank you.
We don't want to find out who trained the monkey, who owned the monkey. And you're just like, ah, common thief. Ah, yes, spin the tea.
This morning's newspaper. Holmes, have you read this article about you?
No, Watson, not yet, and I won't have time to.
Read it before you leave. It's outrageous.
If you insist.
I will, but I want to explore. I want to see. Wow, we've added bookshelves. It's so pretty. Hold on, Pokemon. Look. Ooh, look at all the stuff we've added. Nice. Nice. We've come so far. All right, we've moved some things around, but it looks good. Toby. We have the dog. We kept the dog. Yes.
Read the paper, Holmes.
I was trying to. I accidentally selected you. Sherlock Holmes, the home of the Marquis of Conyngham. The investigation is a fiasco. Yesterday, the celebrated detective was invited to the manor to supply his conclusions following his investigation of the disappearance of the priceless Samoan necklace. It should be recalled that the lady called in the detective after the police appeared flummoxed in the face of the astonishing circumstances surrounding the theft. Indeed, the valuable piece of jewelry disappeared while the door to the room in which it was displayed was locked. The alarm was raised by the servants, alerted by the room's service bell ringing out during the night. When the Marquis, the only person in possession of the key, opened the door, everyone rushed in to extinguish a fire that had started before it was noticed that the necklace had mysteriously vanished. The most astonishing factor is that no thief was found within the room, and all the exits were closed. As usual, Mr. Holmes resolved the case in the twinkling of an eye, and the jewel was recovered. I will not waste my time on the various explanations as to the disappearance because I would prefer to draw your attention, dear readers, to the last surprising developments in the case. Following the departure of Sherlock Holmes, who placed the necklace in the safe himself, the Marquis noticed that the jewel was nothing but a poor copy of the original. What? Let it not be forgotten that the Samoan necklace, although plain and without ornament, is unique because of the rarity of its pearls. Pearls which are found only in a small part of the lagoon of the archipelago of the same name, and to which scientists attribute their exceptional quality to the strong density of crystal of aragonite that they made of. I straight up asked to his face, is this yours? Can you verify? And he's like, yeah, it's mine. The priceless necklace brought here at the beginning of the century of Lord Fenton Artwick, the Marquis's grandfather and an eminent explorer, should have been made part of her daughter's dowry for her marriage to the Duke of Newcastle. So I'm going to place a simple question. Should we not, in all open-mindedness, ask ourselves if the necklace was not simply and deliberately exchanged for a fake by Mr. Holmes himself? I am aware, dear readers, that the brutality of this question, without any preconceptions, may certainly shock some of you. But the facts are there, and our thoughts and judgment should not be confused with the regard which we all share for the famous detective. Who wrote this? Who dares slander my name? It is not the first time that the Globe Explorer has expressed its reservations as to Sherlock Holmes' methods. Do not forget our counter-investigation into the escape of Arsène Lupin. Oh, shit. The Frenchman who took malign pleasure in tarnishing the image of our royal family and who, by lucky chance, managed to elude capture by Mr. Holmes. We called a truce. At the time, we did not hesitate to consider a tacit complicity on the part of the latter. For those who are familiar with Mr. Holmes, it is quite apparent that his character traits show more of the opportunist and brilliant usurper than that of an altruistic defender of the law. I would draw the attention of our readers to the suggestion that the description of this gentleman provided by his friend, Dr. John Watson, through his stories, is a long way from the truth. Indeed, his behavior is derisive, contemptuous, haughty, and offensive towards the police, and in particular towards Inspector Baines, replacing Inspector Lestrade, who is currently convalescent. Wait, is that what happened to Lestrade? What does convalescent mean? Oh, thrown another word at me. Is he on vacation? Convalescent. Recovering from an illness or operation. Oh, okay, so he's sick. Okay. And an habitual abuser of narcotics such as heroin and cocaine. That is true. It's not hidden like Sherlock is a drug addict. This is why, dear readers, it is important to disregard Sherlock Holmes' good reputation in order to form an objective opinion and to ask the pertinent questions. Was the necklace that Holmes found already a fake? If that was the case, why did he not mention it? And why should he insist on placing it back within the safe himself? Has the detective some unsavory interest in this affair, or is it a simple case of deceit in order to steal the extraordinary Samoan necklace? It is up to you, dear readers, to form your own opinions, but you can count upon your humble servant to continue revealing to the public the doubtful methods and motivations of one who in the future I shall not hesitate to call Sherlock Holmes the usurper. To be continued. Oh, Farley. And then the ancestor of Prince Woodville recognized. Should I read this? Is this important? It might be important. Young man, read history and law at Oxford. Considerable knowledge of the culinary arts.
Prince Woodville, French culinary expert and bagpipe player, might be our next king. That's not so shocking, my dear fellow.
You know exactly to which article I'm referring, Holmes. How can Farley dare to tarnish your reputation like that?
You know, Watson, that wherever glory walks, jealousy is bound to follow. As for the forgery of the necklace, I suspect that we shall soon be enlightened in this regard. Come in, Inspector Baines, the door's open.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. How did you know I was here?
You are one of our rare visitors who avoids the second-to-last step of the stairs, which creaks dreadfully. And if I add the clinking of the handcuffs at your belt, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, Inspector?
Have you read that, Rag?
Ooh, new options? Hello?
Inspector, can you explain this slander? Has the necklace of the Samoas really been replaced by a fake?
I don't know how the reporter got hold of the information, but it's true. About the necklace, of course. I wouldn't permit myself to question the integrity and honesty of Mr. Holmes.
The necklace is a forgery? Impossible! I saw the Marquis authenticated before my very eyes, before Holmes returned it to its place.
Mr. Holmes, the Marquis believes Osmond Farley's theory. I shouldn't be surprised if the reporter isn't behind all this slander about you. He's a freelancer, well known for his explosive and subjective articles. In any case, the Marquis assures us that you were the last person to have the necklace in your hands.
Let's return to the Marquis's house, Holmes. I'm sure that we'll have no trouble in taking apart this theory.
It is unnecessary. Such allegations collapse on their own, like one of Mrs. Hudson's soufflés. Let us leave the police to solve this problem and turn our attention to the matters in hand.
Perhaps you are right, Holmes.
Inspector, I assume that you have the fake necklace with you. It's why you're here. Your superiors would like me to examine it.
Indeed. They would like you to confirm or deny putting this fake in the box.
Can't that wait? I must go to the house of Lord Peregrine Maitland, the Bishop of Knightsbridge.
Ooh?
And the Marchioness.
She is beside herself. Without the necklace, her marriage is compromised. It is the principal item of the young woman's dowry.
What a lovely marriage.
I don't think I fully understand a dowry. I thought you paid someone and got married. Like, one family paid another family. And I believe it's like, if you marry my daughter, you get this money kind of vibe. But it's also like, not that you get the money, but it's like, it's to help build your new life together. So, if the necklace isn't there, can't you... you know what? Let's... Quick little history thing. Because, I don't fully understand it. Dowry. Property or money brought by a bride to her husband on their marriage. Elizabeth's dowry was to be $45,000 in diamonds. What is the purpose of a dowry? The original purpose of a dowry was to compensate the bride's family for the loss of her labor and her reproductive potential. somewhere before the start of the ancient Roman period, the custom became reversed so that the bride's family had to give a dowry to the husband's kin. Right? Because I thought it was like the other way, where it's like, I'm paying you to marry your daughter, because, you know, you're losing your daughter. She's going to my family and da-da-da. But now it became, I'm paying you to marry my daughter. Okay.
Holmes, forgive me for insisting, but don't you want to examine the fake jewelry?
Watson, I have an appointment, and it's out of the question that I arrive late.
It will only take you a couple of minutes. You really must quell the suspicions put forward in this appalling article. If you will allow me, Inspector?
Be my guest.
Very well.
Alright, real quick, also. It depends where you are. Like, if you're in Europe or if you're in America. Because, like, who pays dowry in the US? Dowries are the price a groom pays for his bride. It is something a woman can take as security should she choose to leave her husband. In certain cultures, the dowry can even be the engagement ring itself. Interesting. Let me look at this necklace. Nope, necklace. Jiggle. Find out if the necklace is authentic or not. Oh, I thought I saw something appear. Wait, there it is. It's
These
back.
3 pearls are of poor quality.
Oh, this one's also poop.
This pearl is a different color. This pearl is too small. It is not in its place here. Too many defects. This necklace is a fake. This is nothing but a vulgar copy, and at a glance it would appear that the forger has intended for it to be seen as such.
How could we have been fooled by such a blatant imitation? I don't understand.
Yes, how is it possible? Holmes, do you have a theory about this?
I have absolutely no idea. You insisted that I examine the necklace, and I have done so. Now it is important that I keep my appointment. I'm sure, Inspector, that you will throw some light on this affair.
Holmes.
You may accompany me, Watson, if you care to do so.
Goodbye, gentlemen. I'll keep you informed as to my inquiries.
Goodbye,
Ooh.
Inspector.
Inquiries with
You
an E?
mentioned a bishop, didn't you? Are we going to his home?
Yes, the Bishop of Knightsbridge. I put his address on our map of London on my desk. Would you get it for me, please?
It's right
All
behind.
right, Holmes.
Does he mean that if you mean that desk directly behind you? Or do you mean this desk behind me?
The work table, where Holmes analyzes things. Holmes's homemade analyzer.
I swear, if it's on the desk behind you. Oh, you son of a bitch. You're
I have found
closer.
your map.
You're closer, Holmes. It's just like, can you get it for me? Literally, you just turn around, reach. Holmes. Ooh, look how pretty this is. Oh,
The police? Already? How did you know?
May we see the Bishop of Knightsbridge?
Yes. Yes, of course. But come in.
what? Was he
What has
murdered?
happened, Reverend?
What?
I don't know. It was last night, I think. I only just arrived, and I have made this macabre discovery. My God. How horrible. I haven't called anyone. How did you know that?
Holmes, look!
Oh my God.
Appallingly mutilated.
How dreadful.
Mutilated. And killed. He was such a good man. How could anyone be so brutal? Look at him. He is barely recognizable now. How could any of God's children be responsible for that?
They were evidently unworthy children, Reverend. Now do please try to calm yourself and focus, because we will need your assistance. Do you have any idea as to the motive behind this?
I haven't had time to do an inventory, but nothing appears to have been stolen. And anyway, His Excellency didn't own anything of great value. I don't know what else I can tell you.
Note this down, please, Doctor.
Doctor? But you aren't the police?
No, Reverend. I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson. We are here at the request of the Bishop.
In that case, I must ask you to leave. And not to touch anything. I must get in touch with the authorities without further delay.
Reverend, when the inspectors of Scotland Yard find themselves at a dead end, which they quite often do, I assure you, then they turn to me for help. If you allow us to continue our investigation, then you shall have the answers to all of your questions.
Out of the question. I don't even know you. I'm going to call the police, whether you like it or not.
It would be better for everyone, Reverend, if you kept your temper.
Ooh.
Watson, are you taking notes? This affair promises to be a complex one. Therefore, we must not overlook the slightest detail.
Yes, Holmes. I am keeping a meticulous set of notes. I have created a very clever deduction board. One thing we can be sure of at the moment is that this crime was not for gain. The Reverend has informed us that nothing valuable was stolen, and indeed, it would seem that the Bishop had nothing of any worth to take.
Very good, Watson. Do continue.
I love it. I love this. Just like, quickly, explain everything that just happened to his face again. Show him that we're serious. All right, wealth. Bishop didn't own anything of value, not even in his safe. I like the deduction board. It's cute. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to investigate. All right, start.
A broken bottle of whiskey. However, the Bishop of Knightsbridge was known for his sobriety.
Look at those fingers. Oh, you lost one. Can I look at the finger?
A finger. Apparently, it doesn't belong to the Bishop of Knightsbridge.
Wait,
How dreadful.
wait, whose finger is it then?
This poor man was tied just below the knees.
To stop him from walking, certainly, but mostly to free his feet.
And to burn him, it seems.
These burns are terrible. A piece of rope that was used to tie up that poor man.
His feet have been burned.
My first impression is that he wears a size 9 shoe.
You? But what does it matter, Holmes?
Is there anything else here? Nope, nothing else. Perfect.
The fingers have been crushed and violently struck.
My God, Holmes, this man was horribly tortured.
Wow, someone put some pretty nasty cutting remarks on his chest. Hi, Larrington. Heck in. How are you doing on this lovely
The
Friday?
fingers have been crushed and violently struck.
Yes.
His stomach is covered in scratches. Quite evidently, they weren't made recently.
So, these wounds were not made by his murderers.
Anything else? Oh, one more.
His forearms have been ripped. Pieces of skin have been torn off. What do you think, Watson?
I'd say that he was eaten alive. Yet I've noticed a curious degeneration of the skin tissue around the wounds.
Better than him, that's for sure. That's definitely for sure. Now, my question is, did he actually have an appointment with the bishop? Or did Holmes just be like, he's gonna get murdered tomorrow, I better show up? Which I'm like, if you knew he was gonna get murdered, why didn't you try to stop it?
His chest has been lacerated, I would say, with a very sharp and fine blade. You can see by his expression that he suffered terribly.
His mouth is covered in blood, and I can make out strips of skin between his teeth. My dear friend, everything points to this man having gnawed at his own forearms.
That's unbelievable, Holmes.
Well, hold on here. Is he not tied to the chair? Okay, nothing else. Yeah, he's tied to the chair. So did he start to, like, eat himself, and then somebody was like, yo, stop eating your arms, and then they tied him up? Then where does the fire come into place? Okay, nothing else.
Something is missing here.
Oh, yes? And what might that be?
His shoes. Watson, his shoes are missing.
The bishop, if this is a chess game, we better make sure the king, queen, knights, etc., okay? Right? How about my pawns? They're usually the first to go.
A bottle of whiskey. I can make out fingerprints stained with blood and dirt.
It would seem that the brutes who tortured the bishop to death were intoxicated with alcohol.
Is it the monkey again? Because that's a really tiny hand.
This stove is filled to overflowing. A broken phial and blood near the neck.
What a strange smell. Phew. Chemical components, I think.
There is blood on this paperweight. This paperweight was used to crush the victim's fingers.
Ugh. Ooh. What do we got here?
It's a cilice designed to bruise the person wearing it. The bishop wore it as repentance.
Okay, so that's why you got tummy scratches. Blood! We've gotten better. Dude, have you seen how nice the rooms are? Wait till you see Sherlock's, like, house, apartment. There's so much stuff. It's like, oh.
A whip?
No, it is a discipline for self-flagellation. This very pious man must have had the habit of mortifying his flesh as a means of repentance.
Oh.
This metal rod is for fastening the chilice.
Chilies. Okay, nothing else. Like, look at the details. Look at it. Beautiful. Also, hold on. Bam! Beautiful. Like, just look at it. And this is on default minimum. Like, nothing's on max. This is minimum. And it's gorgeous. Look at the lights. Ah, we've come so far. Okay, sorry, focusing.
The picture of Peregrine Maitland, commander of the infantry brigade of Her Majesty's Guards at Waterloo.
The Bishop of Knightsbridge has the same name as his ancestor, an illustrious family.
This bishop had a really bad weight. That's what happens when you don't know how to queue properly. Skyrim, eat your heart out. Maybe. Like, seriously, the detail. Like, comparative to the last game we played, not the point-and-click one, but the one before that, where I'm like, this is default. It's beveled. It's got depth to its texture. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Oh my god, the plant. Look at the leaves. It's not a flat texture. It's actually like a model. Ah! Ooh, what am I doing here?
I need something.
Do we have? I don't see. Oh, hold on.
These traces reveal that the thieves tried to open this chest.
The little pin thing? Is that not what I need?
Reverend, I'm missing something. An implement with which to open this chest. Could you tell me where to find it?
No, go to the devil.
What are you afraid of, Reverend? What is inside the chest?
I'm not afraid of anything. In fact, I do have the necessary implements, but if I have to give them to anyone, it will be to a representative of the law and no one else.
I have a feeling that this tiny thing I found will work just fine. Reminds me of a talk by a game industries veteran at a games conference where he said you could judge a game graphics by the quality of the You really can! Because, like, if it's just a bush, from a distance, it'll look great. But once you walk up to it, depending on the quality, if it's just, like, 3 flat pieces intersecting to look like a bush from a distance, but once you're on top of it, you just see it's flat, like, thin, you'll be like, okay, they just used a simple, like, texture versus an actual, like, an actual model to slap it on. So this is how you know it's good. I can see the leaves. I can see them. Pretty leaves. Can I not use the little belt thing?
I am missing some information.
Okay, apparently not. So I have it selected. You can't really tell because the heart's kind of blocking it, but... Right
This
here.
door has not been forced. Where does it lead, Reverend?
To His Excellency's room. There is just a mattress and a stool.
Oh, gorgeous. Look at that. Oh. Beautiful.
The bishop's bedroom. It is very austere. Nothing in particular here.
I wonder what it would look like if I did bump it up.
Closed. The veranda door hasn't been forced. Strange. Reverend, might I have the key?
No! You have no authority here. Let me call the police.
Perhaps we should listen to him, Holmes.
I'm not
Perhaps
done
you
yet.
should let me get on with this, Watson.
Don't be mean to Watson. Oop. Hello?
A surgical scalpel covered in blood. There isn't any doubt the wounds on the bishop were administered with this scalpel.
Oh yeah, we have 3 modes. We have like traditional click mode, we have traditional third person and first person. Alright. Oop.
Watch where you're putting your feet, Watson. Have you noticed these prints upon the ground?
Well, yes, those muddy marks.
See here, Watson. Footprints can often provide more vital information than the very best of informants.
Yes, if you know how to make them talk, that is.
It's child's play, Watson. We will begin by excluding the contaminating prints, which are yours and mine from where we came in, and those of our dear Reverend who was so impatient to call the police.
All right.
Size 9.
Oh, I don't measure it. I just click it now.
Size 9. Size 9.
These all size 9?
Size 9.5.
Oh.
Size 9. Size 9.5.
Interesting. Rip! Hello, friend. Heckian.
Nothing
How
of
are you?
interest here.
How are you doing this lovely Friday?
A
Suspicious.
fragment of stone. Peculiar. Well-worn shoes with an odd pattern on the soles. Hobnail boots like those worn by laborers.
And this one.
Hobnail boots like... This print came from an expensive pair of shoes, and it seems recent. It is not a laborer's shoe. Hobnail boot. Hobnail...
Okay, I think that's it.
I need something.
How many criminals were there? 3? Because it was 9, 9.5, and fancy. So 3?
Perfect. We now know that there were 3 crooks.
Doing well, how about you? I'm doing quite alright. Like, we've been on this Sherlock Holmes train, just going through everything just to get to the, like, latest release of this company, Frogwares. Game developer, I don't know why I said company. We did another 48-hour film, which is gonna premiere next week. So it's just like, ooh, more credits to add to my IMDb. Because I was in front of the camera and behind the camera. So, It was a lot of fun. It was very, very silly, and like we definitely, I feel like, pushed like our usual like work. What did the footprints reveal? One man joined, one man left, one man was carried. Yeah. Hold on. Somebody changed their shoes. Yeah, because where's my fancy feet? Fancy feet never comes in here. Oh, man left jumping on one leg.
Strange but true. One of the crooks was wearing a different pair of shoes when he left here. Therefore, we have 3 men who came in and left again, but one of them was wearing a different pair of shoes from the ones which he came in with.
So, all we have to do is look for a workman who likes Italian shoes.
Ooh, extra credit, right? Like, I looked at the credits, and sure enough, they were like, you know, obviously the person I played, and then sound. I usually always do sound. And then they gave me a writing credit, because I threw in some lines that they used. And then I also got a makeup credit, because I did the makeup for the clown. Because he's like, do you want to do my makeup real quick? And I was like, I can. And he's like, I'll give you a credit. And I was like, say less. I was like, I wasn't even expecting it. I was just going to do it to help out so you could keep reading your lines while I put the makeup on, so. But, yeah, no, it's like, ooh. Because I know we're almost at 300. My goal is to get 300 by 30. So I'm like, I have 4 more months. And I'm like, I'm almost there. Anything else? Do I just leave? Do I look at the door?
I cannot leave now.
Never mind. I'm a liar.
You have no right to search here.
Love you too.
Let us look at our deduction board, Watson.
Ooh, spent a stupid amount of money on a new PC. Question. Is there any part of that new PC that's a 4080? I've been trying to keep my eye on the 4080 that like came out. Because for whatever reason, the 4080 Ti is like 300 and up versus the 4090, which is like 1200. And I was like, oh, I might as well just get the 4080. You got the 4070? How is it? I feel like it's amazing. All right, Lack. Shoes are missing. Somebody took his shoes. The Italian shoes belong to the bishops. I thought he didn't like anything fancy. One of the murderers left in different shoes. He took his shoes. Sells shoes. They're poor. came back for his shoes. All right, shoes, wealth, veranda. Veranda wasn't searched. We're looking for something specific. They got the wrong person by surprise. Something specific. We're hired, searched for the shoes, wanted to steal. We want to steal from him. We're unable to open the safe. Not got yet, it comes tomorrow. Well, I hope it's amazing then. Is it alright to ask how much you paid for the 4070? Because, like, I know I have a 3060. I need to upgrade. Victim was savagely tortured. The bishop was mortified himself. He was used to pain. Resisted torture, punished himself, couldn't stand. I think he resisted it. Yeah, I got discounted for 600. Oh, nice. Actually, do I have something? Hold on. Nice. Nice. Massive W. Dude, for real, like... The murderers came here to kill him. They got what they wanted. They didn't get what they wanted. Bishop. Gnawed at himself, for whatever reason. The broken flask has some blood at its top. Made him drink blood. Drink the contents. I think they did this. Did I not get this right? Is that why there's no, like, check mark? Like, good job? Let's see. Make the right deductions based on the facts you have. Yeah. Is that not right? I don't think that's right. And I went with the Ryzen 7 58 amazing CPU. I settled for a 3050. I lean towards powerful CPU instead with my latest build. See, that's nice. And I don't know enough about computers to be like, oh, I'm gonna like totally upgrade my system. I usually just go to my computer guy and I'm like, hey, do you have this part? And would that part work with my current setup? Because, you know, it's a custom rig. I'm like worried I'll buy something and then it just doesn't work. And I'm like, both mine powerful, bruh. All right, so if that is not what I'm supposed to be doing, oh, come on. Need to use PC Bar Picker. That's a thing? But I like my computer guy, because he installs it for me. He also does, like, the whole, like, checkup thing, which is nice. He'll be like, hey, found this, update, this. Also, I cleaned it, and I'm like, yay! I do my best to clean it out, like, once a month, you know, like, dust and everything. Try not to let that accumulate. But sometimes it's like, Uber in there. You should do it all yourself. Massive win. Nah, I like them. But yeah, I probably will do the Here's another thing. I don't know exactly what's in there. So doing the whole like PC part picker, I'll be like, it's something. There's something in here and it's working.
Let us look at our deduction board, Watson.
Alright, so what did I get wrong? His shoes are missing. I'm pretty sure one of them left. Does he sell shoes? Oh, I don't want him to search for the shoes. Came back for his shoes. No, because we said there was 3. We know they were looking for something specific. I imagine they were. Were they not? Oh, the bishop didn't get him. What is it? Dang it. Gotta bust out the guide already. The Testament. Oh, I can't spell. Testament of Sherlock. Alright. What am I doing wrong? Alright. Reverend's room. Alright. Look at the footprints. Open the deduction board. Ah! You're not even gonna tell me? You're not even gonna tell me. Give me the deduction board. Ah! Give. Okay, so it does have to turn green. Okay, so let's start it here. No? What am I doing wrong? Alright, so we were right that one of the murderers did leave wearing his shoes. The murderers are poor. The murderers were looking for something specific.
Perfect. It is evident that the Bishop of Knightsbridge's killers were after something specific, and that they did not find it. Reverend, I shall ask you one more time. Open the chest. The item they were seeking must still be inside. It is unlikely that they will let this matter rest. They will most certainly return to finish what they started.
And I'm telling you once more, the chest is locked and shall remain so.
Very well. We have reached an impasse. You are a stubborn man, Reverend. Watson, accompany our friend to the police station and return with Inspector Baines. Baines and no one else. I shall wait for you here. Go. Alone at last. Now I can continue my investigation.
Is this where I use the little lockpick thing? I think so.
I am missing some information.
I have... What? What do we need?
This lock should be easy to pick. Let's see.
Oh boy. What am I doing? No. Hold on. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's down. That's up. Straight, down, up. Yeah?
There we are. It is simplicity itself.
Yeah, let's go.
There isn't anything much in this room. It must be used as a reading or meditation room.
He's got so many plants.
An ink stain, quite fresh. This stain is just on the edge of the rug. Let's see. There is nothing on the floor, yet the ink must have soaked through the rug. This inkwell was tipped over recently.
But it's so far from the stain.
An ink stain. The ink stain on the floor comes from the ink on the rug, but they are not in the same place. Someone has moved the rug recently.
Do I see a green outline on those tiles? Lift up this rug.
That is curious. There is something strange on the floor. Certain stones have been marked out, just like a chessboard.
Hold on, I saw the hand here.
Apparently, someone wanted to hide this statue.
It's a little knight.
This horse resembles a large chess piece.
Come with me, buddy.
There is a message underneath this statue. Let's see.
What a lack of imagination. Use your passion for chess. The last square on which the knight will place himself after having covered all the others will be the right one. I love you. What?
This message was written by a woman, but for whom was it intended? Interesting, this chess game.
Anything else in this room? Alright.
That is curious. There is something strange on... I need something.
Oh, would it be... Not the finger? Where is it? Oh my goodness. Just go to there. There we go. Am I supposed to get all the pieces? Oh, crud. Wait. We're still okay.
That's not right. Start again.
Damn it! Okay, yeah, so I think we have to block out all the pieces. Where's my, we'll just try. I messed up. I can't get over there. Unless I get back to here perfectly.
That's not right. Start again.
Damn it. I just do a bunch of lefts? I mean, I know it's a bunch of lefts, but like, just keep going in like a circle. Seems to be working.
That's not right. Start again.
Ah, that's like the closest we've gotten. Can this weird guide give me a hint? Because it seems like the idea of like just going in a circle seemed to be right. Horse head puzzle. Okay. I'm gonna cheat a bit. It doesn't give me a hint, it gives me the solution. It's kind of a circle, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you make a okay. Okay. $12, 13. That's pretty effing clever. Okay. 15, 16. Just like, I'm like, right? Go over here. Go here.
This last piece should be the good one. It will have to be pulled free. I need something.
Knife? Knife. 24th April. My love, what a beautiful spring and what a marvelous day. Our dear youngest child's birthday. Youngest? That implies there's more than one. Every moment is so precious as our child blossoms, and without a doubt, he will soon be talking. I am sure that his first words will be for you. He misses you so much, as do I. Are you sure you cannot get away on Sunday after Vespers? I thought that. Ooh, 14th September. My darling, I know that you think I'm insistent, but we absolutely must legitimize our union. We cannot live in sin all our lives. March. Rest assured, my dear, that I understand your position is not easy, but have you thought about ours, the children's and mine? And I cannot allow our children's future to be compromised. Think about it, my love. What is a so-called scandal next to the well-being of your family? We must become husband and wife legally to finally form a real fam. Bishop.
A packet of letters addressed to the Reverend. They were written by a woman who mentions his illegitimate children. Their affair isn't official. Perfect. I have you now, my wayward Reverend.
Oh my god, Holmes. What's up?
Ah, Watson. You were gone a terribly long time, and Inspector Baines isn't with you.
I'm afraid not, Holmes.
We were unable to find him.
Dr. Watson would not allow me to contact any inspector other than this Baines. What manners! I am a man of the church.
My dear Reverend, I notice that you are a chess lover. I trust you will excuse me, but I am never able to resist the appeal of a half-finished game.
You are an expert at chess. Very well then. What do you want now?
As you might have guessed, resolving your small chess problem has allowed me to discover some very interesting letters.
Letters? What do they say?
Reverend, why hide these letters here and run the risk of the bishop finding them?
Holmes, what's in the letters?
Not now, Watson.
Wait, it's him?
Where else could I have hidden them? My own chambers are too austere. They could offer no cover. I knew, however, that His Excellency, may he rest in peace, would not notice my game.
Oh, it's him!
The contents of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's chest interest me greatly. Give me the elements you hold, Reverend.
Out of the question.
I'm about to blackmail you.
I am a gentleman, and it would distress me to be obliged to pass this correspondence across to your superiors.
Holmes, I know that the end justifies the means, but allow me to express some reservations about how you are proceeding.
You say you're a gentleman, but I hear nothing but the words of a blackmailer. The stems that you are looking for are scattered about this room. Manage by yourself.
Okay, thank you. That's all I needed. Alakazam. Get me out. Wonder if he's got any in here. Oh, hi! Ding! Okay, so it's the Reverend with the secret family, not the Bishop. Nope.
You have won.
Evidently, as I always do. What are you able to tell us about the Bishop of Knightsbridge's last days? Did anyone come to visit him? Did he seem worried, anxious? Do not omit the smallest detail.
His nephew came to see him yesterday at His Excellency's request. I found this visit a little peculiar because the young man rarely visits his uncle.
Do you know why that might be? Were they on bad terms?
I don't think so. It's rather a consequence of his work. The young man is employed within the archive section of the Royal Library, which doesn't leave him with a lot of free time.
Do you know the reason for his summons?
No, but the conversation was very heated. It only lasted for a few minutes and ended with the nephew in a terrible rage.
Interesting.
I've answered your questions. Will you now let me contact the authorities?
I'm afraid not, Reverend. Not just yet. All right, now we can open the safe.
Oh, Holmes. Okay. Where do they go? I don't understand. Okay, so I'm guessing it's like you connect it? Okay. There. And then I try to click on these. Okay. And then I'm clicking on the third. But that's wrong. Oh? Do you have an idea, Larrington? I think it's one of those no piece on the same line, vertical, horizontal. Oh, okay. So let's see. This. Okay. What seemed to work there, right? So third one. Okay, it seems to be working. No piece on the same thing, so there. There? Nope, that's bad. That's fine. Ah! 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 Okay. Okay. Larrington figured out what we gotta do. Alright, so I need to definitely reposition these. Because this connects to the last one. So maybe I can get rid of that. Can't put you there. Can't put you there. Alright, get rid of that. I could maybe get the bottom one. Hold on. Maybe if I do on the other side, so when I go down here, it works. Okay. Ah, should have just left the other ones there. Okay, I think I had it, what? Here. I know I had you there. But what if I'm wrong? Because I had those other pieces there. Just... Ah! Can't do that one. Damn it, okay. No. Nope. Okay. Nope. Okay. Nope.
Now I can open the chest.
Let's go!
Here we are. I am eager to discover what remarkable treasure could justify such an act of barbarity.
Extraordinary.
Is it a Beanie Baby?
This chest is impenetrable. How is it possible? No one other than the bishop should be able to open it.
You open the chest with disconcerting ease, Holmes.
I've seen and heard quite enough. This time you won't stop me.
Catch him, Watson.
What the? But why?
Run, Watson. Hurry.
Be funny if it was a Beanie Baby.
He's escaped. I hope that your motivations are founded, Holmes. I don't much like skirting around the edges of the law like this.
It is annoying. Let's leave without delay.
What have you found in the chest, Holmes? What in there is so precious for these men to commit such terrible acts?
The Reverend was telling the truth. Nothing important was locked inside the chest, apart from a few religious items which are hardly worth stealing.
So, we haven't made any headway. Perhaps the police will.
By the time the police arrive, we shall be a long way from here, Watson. We are leaving.
Alright, goodbye, let's go. Yep. I guess we just go home. Ooh, you get to see the apartment, Larrington.
We have crossed London at a breakneck speed. We could have knocked someone over, and naturally I had to pay the cabbie out of my own pocket.
Watson, stop complaining. We have to analyze the clues found at the bishop's house.
No, I gotta show him. Look at all these books. Beautiful. Look at that fire. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Freaking curtains. Our chandelier. Also, we kept the dog! And we named him Toby. I haven't seen him yet. Oh, we have a shoe rack? Oh my god, this is so cute. Oh, we have a shoe rack, Watson. I didn't even notice the shoe rack. The Marquise fake necklace. Oh, yeah. Everyone's kind of mad at me. Well, not everyone, but this journalist has it out for me. The moment of writing these lines, the famous Simone necklace belonging to the Marquise has still not been recovered. Our editorial staff remains reserved as to the role that the famous detective Sherlock Holmes has played in the affair. For this is not the first time that Mr. Holmes has comprised himself during the course of one of his so-called investigations. Compromised. When recalling the second stain case, the affair is indeed strangely similar to the Marquise of Conyham's necklace misfortune. Indeed, Mr. Trelawney Hope, Secretary of State for European Affairs, had a document of extreme value in his safe box which had been stolen but a few days earlier. Who, if not Sherlock Holmes, could have replaced the document in Mr. Hope's safe? What was the point of the trick? It was evident that Sherlock Holmes knew the identity of the person blackmailing the gentleman's wife, Lady Hilda Trelawney Hope, guilty of a love affair with another man. The sinister blackmailer, a certain Lucas, had a letter that revealed Lady Trelawney Hope's double life. He wanted the Secretary of State's wife to give him the precious document belonging to her husband in exchange for the love letter. She obeyed him. But then Lucas was found murdered, and Mr. Holmes managed to find the compromising letter without any difficulty on the crime scene after it had been meticulously searched by the police. Does that not strike you as strange? Mr. Holmes knew where the hiding place was without any doubt. As to the motive for the murder, no need to ask who might profit from the crime, eradicate a cumbersome accomplice, and thus appearing as a hero in the eyes of the authorities. Evidently, the transcription of the affair, undertaken by Mr. Holmes' friend Dr. Watson, gives another explanation entirely, but is he truly objective? We may allow ourselves a little doubt on that score. Farley!
Nothing interesting.
Leave me alone, Farley! Alright. Investigate. Analyze the clues.
I have cut a small piece off the rope. That should be enough. This rope is only worn on one side.
Scalpel?
No, I can't do that.
Not scalpel. Pincers?
A lot of fragments of black stone are wedged into this rope. Their color seems unnatural, but they are too small for me to examine them.
Brush?
No, I can't do that. No, I can't do... No, I can't do that.
I don't know.
No, I can't do that. I haven't finished my analysis.
I'm sorry, what else is there? So I tried acid. I tried water. This thing doesn't want to be highlighted.
Black and damp earth.
Okay.
No, I can't do... No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that.
Oh, you pinch it again.
No,
Okay.
I can't do that.
Okay.
This fragment of stone is very smooth, and it seems to be of a peculiar quality. I shall have to strip it with one of my products.
Acid?
This stone appears to be the same as those... I can see something.
Brush?
This stone is granite, covered in black paint. The fragments found in the rope and this piece of granite come from the same place.
Okay.
There is something written on this scalpel. I should clean it.
Water. Water?
No, I can't do that. No, I can't.
Just the one. Which?
Ah, I can make out WCCH. What do the initials stand for? How many hospitals are there in the Whitechapel area, Watson?
If we count public dispensaries, enough to keep us busy for an entire month. Did this scalpel come from a hospital?
Yes, as the initials WCCH engraved upon it show us. We must think on how best to deal with this. We do not have the time to investigate every hospital in Whitechapel.
Whitechapel something hospital. Kind of narrows it down. Wait, did he bite the thumb off one of his attackers?
Tooth marks, rather deep ones. I'd say of incisors and a canine. Tooth marks. Tooth marks.
I don't know, do water?
No, I can't do...
Acid?
No, I can't do... No, I can't do that. No, I can't...
Okay, there's something.
Black and damp earth under the nail. Interesting.
Give me this.
I must compare the samples of earth that I found. Tooth marks, rather deep ones. I haven't finished my analysis. No, I can't do that.
Okay, not the brush.
No, I can't do that.
Not the water.
Tooth marks. Rather deep one.
There's something I gotta do with the teeth marks.
Tooth mark. I can't do that.
Bone?
Fragments of skin. A phalanx. This finger wasn't cut off. It was ripped off.
Bite marks on this severed finger. I am afraid of the significance.
The thieves didn't get what they wanted. When they were faced with the bishop's refusal to cooperate, one of the gang shook his finger at him to indicate that he was responsible for his unfortunate state.
And the poor man, whose head was the only part of him not bound by ropes, bit the finger violently enough to sever it. An uncommonly savage act.
Watson, I am certain that when we have explained the reasons behind this sudden bestiality, we will have revealed a larger part of the mystery.
Question. Why wasn't there a lot of blood? I mean, you bite off somebody's finger, that's gonna bleed.
I must compare the samples of earth that I found. And if I mixed this earth with another substance...
Water?
Now it must all be stirred.
Brush?
I can't do that.
How do you... Pincers?
The samples of earth taken from beneath the fingernail and from the ropes originate from the same place.
How do you know?
It took just a little water to analyze the consistency. The soil has retained its moisture, even though there hasn't been rain in London for over a week.
This soil could come from the bank of a river, or somewhere where the evaporation is slower. A mine, perhaps, or a trench.
The banks of the Thames are clay soil, unlike our samples, so we can rule that out. The nearest mines are 12 miles away, so I would rule that out also. I would therefore conclude your last theory to be nearer the mark.
A trench?
A pit. Watson, bring me your register of the London hospitals.
Studying the scalpel has given you an idea, then?
Indeed.
I'll get it.
A hospital with a pit? What? Ooh, ooh. Hold on, I want to see what this is.
And this is how my dear friend and colleague treats his clients' letters.
A graveyard! Oh my god, Larrington. I'm just like, a pit at a hospital. Oh, I'm thinking like mass grave, but you're right. A graveyard. They could, what are they called? Undertaker. They could be an undertaker.
Female anatomy. I should put this book somewhere else.
Oh. Watson.
General practitioner. That won't be of any use to me.
Alright, well, we're gonna find it.
Hospitals and dispensaries in London. I have found my book, Holmes.
Good. Put it on the work table, will you?
Well, if there's an epidemic going on currently, a mass grave could also be valid. True. This is what? 1890 something? Oh, it seems like there's nothing happening right now. Otherwise, I feel like the newspapers would be like, ah.
I have found my book, Holmes.
Good. Put it on the work table, will you?
Is this not the work table? Want this table? No, this table. What? Moonshine is brighter than you, Fog, but this is pea soup. I don't know. Apparently using his abilities got me a weird achievement. Can I check out your room? Oh wait, no, this is his room. Oh, he's got his own little fireplace. That seems really dangerous. I feel like an ember could fall on that and catch the chair on fire.
This bust was used to fool Colonel Moran during the case of the empty house.
Wow. Ooh, look at that. Oh my god, that's an actual reflection. Oh, that's fucking sick. Alright. I just wanted to look. Let me get the book. Selected book. Here you go.
Here is the section showing Whitechapel. I made several notations on these pages during our investigation into the Ripper, which might prove useful. All we need to do is to find a hospital or a public dispensary near a location where pits have been dug and black granite has been used.
It's simplicity itself. I haven't finished my analysis.
Do you want me to go back?
I haven't finished my analysis.
I'm sorry.
I need something.
Dirt?
I can analyze the chemical composition of a substance here.
Assuming direct control.
I can analyze the chemical...
Then do that? Okay. Make the right deductions based on the facts you have. The rope is worn only on one side. Was manufactured, was always used, was used near water, and is rotten. What's worn on one side? The damp earth brought in by the Bishop of Nightbridge's killer from a pit from a... We're all saying from a pit. Rope was used for tying up boats. The rope was used in a well. The rope is used to lower something into a pit. I don't think that's right. It's not green. The fragment of granite painted black comes from a monument painted black. It's from a painted rock. From a granite wall painted black. Wall. Is it a well? Maybe it's a well. The earth and the fragment of granite come from a building, from a monument, from a cave. The earth, the rope, and the fragment come from a grave? From a building undergoing repairs, or from a tombstone factory? Oh, right? On the spot! The Whitechapel Clinic is near Tombstone Factory, near grave? Okay, it's not right, but we're on the right track. Can I get a hint? Same side? Cool, that's correct. In a pit? Cool, that's correct. From a grave? Cool, that's correct. From a pit? That's correct. This is wrong. It's from a monument, apparently. Which means this needs to be changed to a monument.
Now I can make the right decision.
A monument. I was thinking a well. Near memorial, near the cemetery, in the factory, repair granite warehouses. It's a clinic near a grave, near a monument. So I'm assuming cemetery. No.
The public dispensary number 4661. It's just opposite the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
Yes, Watson. The murderer with the missing finger must work in the cemetery.
It was a
Or at
cemetery!
least visit it. He could have taken a rope, one of the type they use to lower the coffins into the graves. The granite is minute particles of tombstone.
And he only had to cross the road to steal a scalpel from the dispensary opposite.
My porto. Sweet! High five. We don't... Wait. Wasn't the high five invented in like 1975 or something?
I cannot leave now.
What? Oh, I have to finish checking out the soil. My bad, my bad.
No, it is unnecessary.
Do I talk to you?
We must analyze all our clues, Watson.
Okay. Well, I tried with the dirt and you said it's unnecessary. This? Ooh. To analyze the evidence, add liquid from the test tube. Use all active agents. I was reading. To work out all of its characteristics. Okay. What? What? Okay. Fatality, aggressiveness, degeneration of skin tissue, muscular What? I don't know. This changes it. I'm just gonna throw some numbers out. Okay. I have rotate, and that changes the selection. Clicking this doesn't do anything. This just lets me change numbers. but it can be anything. Add liquid from the test tube. Use all active agents to work out all of its characteristics. How do I put it in? Because this is just rotate. How do we... Oh, there we go. I was like, how do I use the thing? Okay, so if I... Alright, 2 green, 1 blue, 1 red.
I haven't finished my analysis.
I meant to hit reset, my bad. Okay. Okay. Give me back. Let's reset.
I must analyze the clues.
Okay. So if I do 1 blue, 2 green. Alright. So 1 blue, 2 green, and then 1 brown. Okay. Now I know what I'm doing. 3 brown, 2 gray. Okay. 3 gray, 2 brown. Okay. Rotate. 2 green, 1 blue. Okay. 3 brown, 3 green.
Poison, and apparently very virulent.
Okay. A substance that provokes a heightened aggression close to madness, death by cardiac arrest. Wonder he bit your finger off.
Poison. Discreet, efficient, and only detectable via a thorough post-mortem.
Have you been able to isolate the active components, Holmes?
Not with any certainty. This toxic substance surpasses my own knowledge in the field. It is without doubt the work of an expert chemist.
A chemist and a criminal.
As you say, please find my monograph on poisoners of the last 30 years.
Sorry, I just got an email from Kura, which is that sushi place, and they were like, come check out our June specials, and they look delicious. But I know that the plates have gotten more expensive. I think instead of like the usual $1.25, $2.25, it's like now $3.75 a plate, and I'm like, Alright. Is your monograph in your room? The random dings. Is it in my room? Ooh, well, yeah, what does my room look like? Ooh. Pretty. Pretty! I love it.
Here is where I write my stories about Holmes's cases. And I've got work to do.
Alright, where is your monograph? Where is his monograph? Oh, I'm dumb. Hans Schumann, aka Rat Killer. Arrested. Imprisoned. Found guilty of the following: attempted poisoning, theft, and receiving chemical substances, murder and attempted murder, kidnapping with aggravated circumstances. Is there such thing as a kidnapping with non-aggravated circumstances? Cruelty to animals, hit and run, illegal use of chemicals, manipulation of the weak, drunk in charge. Description of the individual is an exceptional chemist and an equally remarkable mathematician. His unstable and violent character resulted in his expulsion from the University of Vienna, where he had excelled in his chosen subject. He was not heard of again for 4 years. Okay, so this is just like his history. All right. Here you go. I'm coming. I'm coming. Do I not have the book? Oh, do I just talk to you?
According to these documents, Hans Schielmann, known as the Rat Killer, was considered the greatest specialist in chemical poison in the world.
Is he at liberty?
Happily, no. He has been held in the high-security wing of London's Westgate prison for many years now.
Then he cannot be the one who concocted the poison.
Don't dismiss him too quickly, Watson. According to Scotland Yard, the man is exceptionally intelligent. For the greatest criminals, prison is but a mere obstacle. Let's plan a little visit to see Mr. Shielman tomorrow.
Hi, Diggins! Hey, Kian. I'm here while I can be. Sorry, stupid busy fixing mess-ups today. No worries. We are just being Sherlock, and we're looking at our gorgeous room and how much it's, like, updated. I wonder, can I tweak it while I'm in-game? Because I have it set to default, which is minimum, but I'm like, what if I bump it? Or will that completely break it? Like, what if I just put everything on high? Maximum. Ah, it happens afterwards. Okay. That's fair. Alright, just put it back to minimum. I haven't changed anything, sure. Ah! No! I misread it. I misread it! Oh god. Does this game auto-save? Ah! Ah! Oh, thank god it auto-saves. Ah! Oh my god. I thought that said accept. They're like, oh, you want to restart now? And I was like, no, I just want to get out of here. Ooh, I almost effed up, Watson.
I cannot leave now.
Why? What's left? Why did I get an honor for? Do I have to redo everything? Okay, at least it's just redoing the analysis and not everything.
I have cut a...
Yep.
I can't do that.
My wife said you act like a detective too much. I want to split up. Good idea, I replied. We can cover more ground that way. That's actually a good one. Brilliant. All right, since we've already done this puzzle, I'm gonna just look at the guide. So my dad said he doesn't like beards. Sonny told him, give it some time, it'll grow on you.
Oh, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's beautiful, Silver. Just no beards!
Poison, and apparently very virulent.
Can I save? Okay. We got auto saves and manual saves. Ah! What happened? Why did you close? Why did my game close out? Hello? Wait, if I save, does it close out the game? Thinking like, oh, you're done for the day? Hello? What happened? I can't save? Ah! I have to do it again? Do I have to do it again? Ah! What did you do, Nina? I went to save. Okay, hold on. Save. Right? Within minutes, the detective knew exactly what the murder weapon was. It was a briefcase. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to save her quick. Oh, now it saves? What? Okay, alright, well. Third time's a charm.
I have cut us this...
Look, it's a Nina speedrun. Ah!
Watson.
Okay, don't save. Just go to your board. That's not my deduction board. Hello? This is not my this is my deduction board, no? But it only gives me Nightbridge. Hello? Uh-huh. Finish the deduction board. Yeah, I would like to, but for some reason... I'll talk to you. Maybe you can give it to me?
Let us look at our deduction board, Watson.
Where is it? There was this time that Dr. Watson developed the same superpower as the Human Torch. It was elementary, Dr. Watson. Oh, elementary. My duty calls. Good luck, have fun. Bye, Larrington! Have a good one. Interesting. The bust is not highlighted when I'm Holmes. Why is my deduction not working? Maybe I go to door?
I cannot leave now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is conversations. This is articles. This is the deduction board. Menu not available. These are the weird honors. Moonshine is a brighter thing than fog, but this is a P super. You asked for help a great deal. Yeah. This is the map. And then this is first person. Where's the deduction board? Use the broken vial with the chemistry kit. Use Watson to get the criminal book on the desk on the right of the window. Finish the deduction board. Maybe I go back to this? Oh, there's more. Okay, I was like, got it. All right, the bishop gnawed at himself. Finger. The bishop tore his aggressive's fingers off with his teeth. I think he went mad because of the poison, right? Glass contains a poison that causes madness. Murderers had a poison. Or lunatics are vampires. Well, apparently this is wrong. Went mad, yeah. Contents. Ooh, wait, they didn't torture him. They made him drink it.
Perfect. Well done, Watson. Our board is finished. It confirms that the bishop's murderers work for one person, who, amongst other things, possesses a very sophisticated poison. They therefore act for someone more educated than themselves. You remember Wiggins and his gang, the Baker Street Irregulars?
Yes, the street urchins, whom you employ upon occasion, and Wiggins is their leader.
Yes. Well, I have hired their services again. I have instructed them to find out the address of the bishop's nephew.
I think he's here.
Look at him.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, my young friend, have you found the information for which the good Dr. Watson is going to pay you?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, it was easy.
Very well, I understand. Here are a few pennies.
Thanks, Dr. Watson. The man you're looking for lives near Kensington.
Does he live alone?
Yes, but he rents a room for an old lady.
Did she see you?
No, Mr. Holmes. No one saw me.
Perfect. Watson, give our young friend another shilling as a reward for his discretion.
Here we go again. But of course. I'm falling asleep, Holmes. Aren't you tired?
No, I have an exceptional constitution. I can't remember ever having been fatigued by work. Idleness, on the other hand, exhausts me completely. Go to bed, Watson. The night will be short. We leave at dawn.
Wow, this is a real adventure. It's exciting. I like it better than made-up stories. I want to know what happens next. Keep reading. I'm going to.
Are these Watson's kids?
Ah, I want to listen to.
Or is this just like super in the
My readers
future?
must excuse me if I do not describe in full detail here the terrible images which haunted me that night.
Maybe
I had a
grandkids?
sense that something extraordinary would take place, but I was scarcely prepared for the reality of it.
The next day at dawn.
Good morning, Holmes. Did you get any rest?
I did not attempt to sleep.
Have you managed to come to any conclusions?
I think that we might follow 3 trails. We can visit Whitechapel to try to discover the identity of the murderers by making inquiries at Dispensary 4661 and at the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
The poison trail seems more important to me. We should perhaps go to Westgate Prison first to see Hans Shielman.
Yes, and let us not forget the bishop's irascible nephew, whose address we now have, thanks to my Baker Street irregulars. I have located each place on our map of London.
Holmes, let me remind you that we still have not been officially instructed to investigate this affair.
Ah, well, we will just have to hide that small detail.
Alright, officer. The victims were dismembered and sacrificed on an altar of antlers. Detective, dear God. Officer, yes, most likely.
Dear God.
The detective showed up at my house and asked me where I was between 5 and 6. I told him kindergarten. Oh, man. That's a good one. Alright, let us skedaddle. I want to save, but I feel like it's going to break again. Alright, Westgate. Let's go Whitechapel. Because then if I confront the nephew, I could be like, hey, I found out you were the one inquiring about poison.
Whitechapel. Let's go.
You know, like, evidence. Instead of just being like,
Here we are in the heart of Whitechapel.
Horsey.
Keep an eye on your wallet, Holmes. This area is the highest for pickpockets in all of the kingdom.
Don't worry about my wallet, Watson. It would be easier to move Big Ben than to steal from me.
Or to borrow a shilling from you.
Amusing, Watson. Really very amusing. Can we move on to more serious matters?
I'm listening, Holmes.
Can I pet the horse? Ah! I didn't do anything! It auto-saved and then it crashed! No. No. No! Well. I might have to add this to the broken list. Because apparently just existing is causing it to crash. Alright, so if I say load, I'm gonna say resume. Ah! I should have saved! I should have taken the risk! One more time. I think I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna try to save. Because that way, if I go to Whitechapel again and it breaks, at least we're here. Please don't die. Please. Ah! Please, I just want to play. Why do detectives have such bad posture? Because they always have a hunch. You know what? While I'm here, I'm going to go to properties and I'm just going to quickly verify. Make sure they're all good. Verify the integrity of the game files. You know? Just gonna make sure. Hi, Blondie. I'm fine. The game keeps crashing. You know what? Maybe we don't go to Whitechapel first. Maybe I go somewhere else. Maybe I don't go to Whitechapel first. Unless they're like, no, you have to go to Whitechapel. All right, we're at a 30, 40. It's going quite fast for the integrity of the files. Why does it keep crashing? Why? Like, should I try risking it after, like, certain stuff? Or should I just do it all again and hope that when we get to the next location, the autosave goes through? 55, 60. Hi, Blondie. Oh, you got sleep in your eye. Come here. There you go. Dash better. All right, all 650 files successfully validated. So please, please. Try this again. Try this again. Let me guess. It didn't go through. God fucking, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. I'm pretty sure if I try to save here, it's gonna break like last time. So I'm just gonna go somewhere else. I'm not going to Whitechapel. Let's go to the jail.
Westgate Prison.
Please work, please work, please save. Please save
Here
and
we
work.
are at the famous Westgate Prison, one of the oldest and surest in the kingdom.
I've heard that it is soon going to be demolished. Don't you find it strange that it still houses criminals as dangerous as Hans Schielmann?
There's nothing strange about it, Watson. The name of this prison is linked with numerous failed escape attempts. As long as it stands, the criminals will fear it.
Come on,
Good
save.
morning, gentlemen. Are you expected?
No, but we wish to meet with one of your prisoners, Hans Schielmann.
I'm afraid that at the moment that is impossible. Access to the cells is controlled strictly. You can't go there without permission from the director.
Then would you be so good as to announce us? I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson.
The famous Holmes and Watson. What an honour. My name is Brighton. Frank Brighton. I'm afraid I can't announce you. I'm not allowed to leave my post, under any circumstances. But I'm sure that the director won't refuse to see you, even without an appointment. Do you see the corridor behind the reception? Follow it to the secretary's office. You'll find him there.
Thank you, Warden Brighton. One last thing. Hans Schielmann received any visits lately?
None. And I'm sure because I've dealt with receiving visitors for several weeks now. I volunteered because it's a calm post to be in. We don't get many visitors and it gives me time to write. Just like you, Dr. Watson. I enjoy literature and the...
Very good. Thank you.
Hi, Tony.
That was very impolite, Holmes. That man admires our work. You could have given him...
Another time. Let's go and meet the director of the prison.
No! I saw it. I saw the little wheel start to go. Okay, we'll go to the third place. How you doing, Tony? This game is breaking. Oh, do I not have a command for broken? I think I do. Looks like I'm gonna have to make one. I gotta do it again. Not good, not good at all? Oh no! Why is that? Are you comfy to talk about it? Or just... I can tell you this is the 6th, 7th time I've done this part of the puzzle, so don't be discouraged if I just skip through the text. It's like we've all heard it. Yep, we've all heard it. Well, as weirdly shitty as it's gonna sound, have you asked them if you can go with them to be like, hey, for my birthday, can I go to the convention with you? It's kind of like a shit way to be like, it's my birthday, I'm inviting myself to this event. I know I had to do that recently. Like, no one told me about my niece's graduation, but I could hear them all talking about it. And I'm like, is no one gonna ask if I'm coming with? So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna invite myself. I tried, no one ever replied. Well then, looks like you're gonna have the best party by yourself. Unless you want to go to the convention and just be like, I'm gonna have fun at the convention by myself. If I see them, I'm just gonna flip them off, be like, no one replied to me, I'm here to have fun. Which is definitely a hard thing to do. That's really shitty. It's this weekend, so is it a... Well, I don't want to ask because I don't want to out your birthday, but it's this weekend. It's 2 hours away by bus, so hard to do that. Damn. Well, what can we do in your area where you can just, you know, essentially have your own little party by yourself? As someone whose birthday is right next to Halloween and tried to have birthday parties growing up and no one ever showed up, even though everyone said they would, I get the vibe. I understand. Gonna be sleeping. There you go. Get yourself like your favorite foods. Put on like favorite show, movie, streamer, whoever you want, and you just cocoon, nap all day, and feel yourself with like birthday cake. All right. Kingston Gardens.
Let us go to the bishop's nephew's house.
Sleep
We
does
have
sound
arrived.
nice.
The bishop's nephew lives here.
Yes, he rents a ground floor room.
It won't let us go to any of them before it crashes. Okay, I guess I'm gonna try to save in between one of the puzzles. That is so weird. I'm gonna check Community Hub real quick and see if there's anybody. App crash after saving game. So far the game runs fine, but every second manual save equals app crash and back to desktop. Any hints? Ooh, this was recent, May 29th. Here, I'll give you guys this so you're not just stuck looking at blackness. Lurk away, fire. Let's see. This can be fixed in most cases with video drivers updating. I don't know why this helps. I updated mine. Thank you, but drive change changes nothing. Same problem. Auto save and manual save. Many crashes. How I'll fix. I changed my language from local to English. It's on the icon next to the clock. Also, props for Tanya for still supporting this game in the forums. Wait. What? What? Change my language from local to English. Where do I go for that? Here, I'll give you guys some tunes while I figure this out. Okay, so apparently one of one of the suggestions is to not have too many save files. So just carefully. They're like, not have too many save files and be in window mode. So we're gonna go in window mode. 1 second. It'll be the same for you, but it'll be window for me. Ah! That's a big window. Put it back. Restart. Give it a second. Okay. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, I just updated my drivers. Why is this happening? All right. 32, none, 4. Vertical sync is off. We're on default. Normal. Treat and kiss. There is a blondie. And I have dog fur in my face. But there you go. Got pats and pups. And hugs. Maybe I should bring this down? We'll go with none. We'll try none. It's gonna restart again. I'm wondering if I should bring the 32 down to 16 or if this is enough. We'll try this, and if it crashes again, I'll bring the 32 down to a 16-bit. It looks so pretty, but it keeps crashing. All right. Resume. And it is again. Oh, I can escape. Oh, that one works. All right. We're gonna go try Whitechapel again. See if this works. I only have 2 saves. I'm in window mode.
Whitechapel, let's go.
I'm afraid to click. I don't want to, make it too fast.
Here we are in the heart of Whitechapel. Keep an eye on your wallet, Holmes. This area is the highest for pickpockets in all of the kingdom.
Don't worry about my wallet, Watson. It would be easier to move Big Ben than to steal from me.
Or to borrow a shilling from you.
Amusing, Watson. Really very amusing. Can we move on to more serious matters?
I'm listening, Holmes.
Okay, that's the fix. I don't know if window mode actually helps, but maybe it does. But you can't have too many saves. Okay. Every time it auto saves, I'm just gonna delete that. Just gotta have the last 2. Oh, thank goodness. I was like, no! Don't be broken here! Okay.
Bucks Row, where Polly Nichols met her death under the knife of the Ripper.
Oh, snap. We're back here. Okay. Hold on. Can I pet the horse? Oh, he's shiny. Oh, look at your feet. Look like you got gold hooves. All right. Wait, is this Solomonovich? It looks like him. Oh, it's a person. I thought it was something else. Ooh, there's our clinic.
Here's the public dispensary that we're looking for.
What's happening here? What is this?
Holmes, the man from the soup kitchen isn't only in voluntary service. Look.
A money game.
Why do you look like Beep Beep?
Oi, oi! We're giving out free soup after mass. Right here. Don't hesitate. Come get yours. All thanks to Prince Woodville's kind generosity. A ticket for a hot bowl of bacon soup.
Excuse me, my good fellow.
You don't look like the needy.
We're not here for the soup, we're merely passing through. But I would like to commend you for your good charity.
Nah, it's the Prince of Woodville who's the charitable one. All I'm doing is filling the bowls. For the first time ever in this area, someone's thinking of the poor people here. Look around you. At every street corner, you'll find someone giving out soup just like me. I grew up here, and I can promise you, it's the first time the toffs have thought about us.
And no one tries to take advantage of this?
No, mister, that's not possible. You have to exchange a ticket against a bowl. The tickets have the day's date on them, and are handed out after mass. That way no one can cheat.
I just hear so much.
A circulating soup kitchen.
Alright, well, let's get in here. Ah! This is gonna be difficult, isn't it? Alright, let's try going to 16-bit. See if that helps. God damn it. I want to know. I'm invested in the story. Alright, 16. None. Default. Oh, you don't need to restart when I set you to 16? Suspicious. I had the 2 saves. Alright, let's go talk to our soup man.
You ain't from around here.
Okay. No, he's just normal NPC. Come here, Superman.
Here's the public dispensary.
Oh,
A money.
Oi, oi.
we're
Okay. Try this again. If this doesn't work, I think we're gonna have to just move on to the next game. Because I'm like, unless it honestly is just my drivers, and I gotta buy the 4070. And just wait for that. Okay. Okay. It worked. Quickly. Options. Not options. Get out of there. And then you kill that. You work on that. Okay. You, sir.
Good day. Please excuse us. Oh, Grant, is it you?
Yes, but wait a moment. Watson, it's been years. Since the Faculty of Medicine, if my memory serves me right.
Yes, we were young and ambitious. I didn't expect to find you here. I thought you had gone to America.
No. I find that I prefer the filth here, amputating gangrenous legs.
Ah.
I'm joking, Watson. Unfortunately, I was unable to leave for Washington. I had to give up surgery. So instead, I crouched down in this rat hole, rubbing shoulders with the world's misery.
Grant, treating those in need is a noble calling. You underestimate the importance of your work.
If you say so. It's true that in the beginning I felt as you do, but as time goes by, the more this cursed area seems like hell. You think that nothing can get worse, and the next day you see that it can. Now famine has hit these poor wretches.
One can't always do as one might prefer when one is a doctor.
Grant, I'd like to introduce you to Sherlock Holmes.
Pleased to meet you. Well, no one comes here by chance, therefore I imagine that you need something in particular. How can I help you?
I have a scalpel for you.
Dr. Grant, we are in possession of a scalpel which was found in an unusual location. Does it come from your dispensary, as we believe?
From its mark, I'd say it was stolen from us. A lot of things disappear from here, you understand? Life is hard in Whitechapel. When the staff find a way of adding to their salary, they rarely hesitate to do so.
Thank you, Doctor. Farewell, Doctor.
See you soon, perhaps. And take care of yourself.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to rely on autosaves, because saving is too risky.
This stove is hardly working. That would explain the damp around here.
Incredible. My colleague could at least keep a good fire going for his patients.
Closed.
Nothing else we need to do here? Okay. Okay, no autosave. Imagine we find the graveyard next. Of course. You seen anything?
I'm stuck.
Yeah. I'm guessing the ding is letting me know that his little ability is recharged.
Is the very image of Whitechapel. Sinister, frightening, and ill-kept. What a terrible place for one's final rest.
At least hunger no longer gnaws at them.
Okay, still no autosave. There's a shed over here.
Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and...
The evidence.
This rope is only worn on one side. This rope is only worn on one side. The rope used to tie up the Bishop of Knightsbridge came from this cemetery. It is only worn on the one side because it is used to lower coffins into graves. Impossible to open it. Let us see if the elements analyzed in granite. These stones are of the same granite. Black paint. These stones are of the same granite. The same black paint covers these stones. This black painted stone is identical to the fragments found in the rope which we analysed at Baker Street and in the footprints of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's murderers.
Sending kissies to Blondie.
This must be the gravedigger's cabin.
Well, judging by the state of this place, they don't work very often.
Oh, hello?
Let us see if the elements analysed in
Hi, baby. Oh, you're warm? Were you outside?
earth freshly turned over, still damp. Black and damp earth. This dark, damp earth is the same type as that which was found at the Bishop of Knightsbridge's home.
It came from a grave, then. Huh, what a lovely thought.
Everything coincides, Watson. The fragments of granite at the bishop's home came from the tombstones of this cemetery.
As well as the rope that was used to restrain the poor man. One of those used to lower the coffins.
I can think of only two reasons why anyone should happen to spend a great deal of time in a cemetery. Either he is at rest here, or he works here. At least one of the bishop's murderers is employed here.
A shame. If he was at rest here, it would have made our job easier.
Okay, still no autosave. I guess we go inside the church now? You know, maybe the priest can tell me who's working here?
Closed.
Even here, decidedly the poor people have been abandoned to their fate.
Where do we go from here? I'm gonna take a gander at the guide. Get a small hint. All right. So let's see. Whitechapel Cemetery, Wooden Cabana. Oh, there's apparently the very first thing. They're like, grab a ticket for the soup. Wooden Cabana. Go inside the cemetery. Does it mean this thing? Distribution for 19th. A new distribution of soup is being arranged. The voucher is valid for a meal on in any area. Kurtz, don't forget to pick up the tools at the cemetery and don't be late this time, Grape Ape.
A leaflet for the soup kitchen. This leaflet is dated for the day after tomorrow. The tickets for the soup kitchen are given out on the same day. Only somebody who works there could have written on it. This shovel belongs to the cemetery workers.
I guess I'm gonna go talk to the soup man now and be like, if it's only given out day of, explain this. Make sure I have it selected. Oh, I can't have it selected. Okay.
Aren't you gonna leave me alone? Can't you see I'm busy? A bowl of good bacon soup isn't for you, gentlemen.
We're looking for two people called Grape Ape and Kurtz. Do you know them?
Can't you see I'm giving out soup? You again. You can't have any soup, you're too rich. It's for the poor, not the toffs.
And what would you say to relieving two toffs of their wallets by giving them a chance at dice?
With great pleasure. What do you want to bet?
Your ring against my friend's superb silver watch.
Holmes! I inherited this watch from my brother. It has a great sentimental value.
Watson, show your watch to our friend here.
Done. Make yourselves at home. All right, mister. First who gets 36 points wins.
By rolling a dice, you must reach 36 points in order to win. If your dice shows the skull, all your points for the match are lost. Okay. Do I just... Yeah, I'm gonna roll and store, man. I can either store and hope I get it on the next turn and hope he gets skull and crossbones, or roll and hope to get 36. No, this only puts me at 35. It's too big of a risk. Come on, skull and crossbones. No, skull and crossbones. No.
Perfect. Aren't you gonna leave me alone? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won.
We win.
Hey, not so fast. We'll play again.
Out of the question. You have lost. You owe me your ring.
Oh, it means a lot to me, this ring. Me dad gave it me before he died. He choked on his own glass eye.
What?
Me mum didn't get over the shock of it, and she killed herself by smashing her head open with her wooden leg.
What?
And she'd only just heard that me sister, who's a prostitute, had caught an embarrassing disease that made all her hair fall out. And worse, our dog got run over when he...
As this ring holds such sentimental value for you, I will allow you to keep it. What would you say to exchanging that against some information about Grape Ape? That seems like a fair deal, don't you think?
Grape Ape works with us. He usually deals with the tickets, but we haven't seen him for a few days.
Where is he usually to be found?
Well, last time I saw him, he was with his mates from the dispensary, them that deal with the morgue. Now, that's all I know.
It is quite good enough. Keep your ring, my
Morgue.
good man, as a souvenir of your poor father.
A souvenir of me dad, me mum, me sister, and me dog.
Okay.
One further thing. You said that Grape Ape's friends work at the morgue. Which morgue?
The morgue at the dispensary. I must say, they got a funny job. They wash the dead, dress them, cut their hair. They clean the blood off the floor, chase the rats, stamp on the cockroaches. Mister, I can tell ya, I prefer giving out soup.
There isn't a certain curse amongst the employees.
Listen, we didn't play for info about the whole city. I'm not telling you anything else.
The dispensary has got its own morgue. Interesting.
Well, yeah, I've just told you so. It's the one that all the undertakers prefer. Think about it. It's just next to the cemetery.
Thank you, my good man.
Now I have to smash 8 different holes in nice finished walls. Ooh, I bet that's like stress relieving because you're like, beautiful wall. Time to smash. Or I guess if I want to be more comical, I could pull up a real hammer.
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, mister.
Okay. We still haven't auto-saved, and my urge to save is growing, but I know that the game is a little, So let's go talk to the doctor again. Please don't crash. If you auto-save, please don't crash. Okay, no auto-save. So you have a morgue?
How can I help you?
Morgue.
Tell me, Doctor, do you have a morgue in your dispensary?
Yes, it is the busiest place in the building.
We would like to see it.
The door at the far end. The one with the unpleasant smell.
Very good. Farewell, Doctor.
See you soon, perhaps. And take care of yourself.
I like that this place is expanded.
Look, Holmes. A list of the recently dead. How sad.
So sad.
I see names that have something in common.
What? List of recent deaths from the morgue to the cemetery. Died of malnutrition, malnutrition, suicide by poisoning, hello. They were going to be married, killed by a knife wound, died of exhaustion and malnutrition. Poison, you say?
I understand now why my colleague keeps quiet about his morgue. This place is a real mess.
Concentrate, Watson. We must look for clues about Grape Ape's friends.
This is a mess? Looks alright to me, maybe a little rusty.
Look at the state of the instruments. They've probably never been cleaned.
Ah, okay. That's why he's like, it's gross. Got it.
This is Kurtz's overall, so he really does work at the morgue. Strange that he left his overall here.
Holmes, this is Kurtz. We've just found one of the Bishop of Nicebridge's murderers.
2 keys.
Did he sewed them into his pockets?
Perfect.
Anything else that needs?
A small metal stem.
Well, well, this Kurtz was carrying a lot of things.
Okay, let me... Key, scissors, metal core. I don't see anything else in here. Maybe I gotta talk to the doctor and be like, yo, where does Kurtz live? Oop, hold on.
Like all the sick lying here, this person is very quiet.
Oh.
Not surprising, Holmes, this person is too weak. She's obviously suffering from malnutrition, and for more than a few weeks now.
Alright, good day. Alright, do you know where Kurtz lives?
How can I help you?
Farewell, Doctor.
See you soon, perhaps.
Figure
Take
I'd
care
ask
of
him.
yourself.
Alright, let's see. Dispensary. Did that. Take the scissors, Kurtz, pocket, sleep, tag. Oh, back to the cemetery we go. Oh! The buildings that were locked. That's probably what the keys are for. I want to save so bad because we've done so much, but I'm like, Alright, can I open this?
Perfect.
Do I need it?
It's open.
Okay.
Here, this hut is on the map. Let us search it from top to bottom, Watson.
Oh, what a jumble.
Impossible to open it. Impossible to open it.
Oh, do I not?
Impossible.
Okay. We need a tool. Probably a crowbar, I imagine? Well, here's an axe. Okay, let's go into first person. Note to all employees. Fell the lover's tree to make place for another grave. If the famine doesn't end, we can expect a lot of customers.
How is it that there is no room in this cemetery?
Hold on. Axe?
Bags filled with nails. There are a lot of them. Well, really.
I can see a large crack. I'll need something thin.
Knife?
Bags filled...
Hold on.
A
Knife.
hole was drilled a short while ago. There is a sack inside this hole. Let us see what is inside it.
I wanted to do what you told me to do, but it didn't all fit in, so I've closed the chest and have hidden the rest with Romeo and Juliet, the 2 newcomers.
We are making headway. How do we know what this means?
This message confirms that we are on the right track.
Valuable objects. But what are they doing here?
We have to... Hold on. Sally and John, suicide by poison, be buried in the same part of the cemetery. Is there anything else I'm supposed to look at? No? Okay. Actually, wait. Nope, no, nothing else.
Here is our tree. Let us examine the inscriptions.
Inspect. Try to inspect.
Sally and John. This design was the last to be done. Sally and John is engraved here as a symbol of their love.
Okay, so we have to look for that double heart thing.
Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest here.
Oop.
Yes, it must be there. I need something.
Yes, the shovel.
This shovel belongs to the cemetery workers.
You frighten me, Holmes.
Shh. Come, Watson. Just a little grave digging.
This must be the grave. Dig quickly, Watson.
Very well, Holmes.
I made Watson dig?
A metal box.
Rude.
The lock on this box is rather sophisticated.
This box comes from a bank. The criminals must have held onto it after a holdup.
Oh, I see. I think I see. Hold on. What? Place, take, move? Oh. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, this... I'm gonna reset this, because I know I messed up already. I have to switch the 7 and the 5. But how do you... You can't make them separate. There's nothing in front of the 7. Ooh. Okay. I need a 2 and a 3. Oh boy. Come here. How do I... Oh. Okay, 2, 3, 5. Oh my god, we did it?
There we are. It is simplicity itself.
Oh my god, yes! I really want to save!
This key must be important to be hidden here.
Murder weapon?
A hammer covered in blood.
Wasn't that locked?
Holmes, there is someone in that hut.
I saw, Watson. Come, and keep your revolver at the ready, just in case.
Okay, I'm gonna enter this mode. Please don't crash.
Open up. We're not the police. Do not be alarmed.
That's a strange way of reassuring someone.
Watson.
Holmes, they are children. My God, one of them is hurt.
What you want? Don't come any closer. Are you the police?
Don't be afraid. I am a doctor. I'm going to look at your friend's wound.
Wait, Watson. I've got some questions to ask these children.
This is urgent, Holmes. In this filthy place, the risk of infection is very high, and the wound could get worse with every second lost.
The immediate danger for these children is not so much the wound as Mr. Fletcher.
Who?
Look at the wound, Watson. It's thin and precise. It was made by a sharp, well-kept blade. Any other blade, less well-kept, would have torn the tissue around it, and its size would be irregular.
So what does that imply?
In this area, who would take such great care with a blade? A butcher, of course. And the only butcher in the area is Samuel Fletcher, who at this moment is replacing a window that has been forced open. He's a man to hold grudges, as anyone around here will tell you.
The children are in danger.
A man as skillful with a knife as a butcher, and with a bad reputation to match, could easily strike a fatal blow by cutting the child's jugular. If he hasn't done it, it's surely because these little thieves broke into his shop at night to steal a piece of meat. The poor lighting in this area saved them. I can assure you that Mr. Fletcher has spent the day trying to trace these children, and if he finds them, wounds will be the least of their problems.
That's true. What do you want? Don't let the butcher find us.
Oh my goodness.
Dr. Watson will see to your wound, but the treatment won't be free. I don't need to remind you that life is hard, you know that already. Give me the address of a certain Kurtz, and the doctor will dress your wound. No address, no treatment.
I can't tell you, mister. Kurtz is a dangerous madman.
Holmes, you go too far. You have frightened the poor child.
Yeah.
I could give Mr. Fletcher a compensation for the damage to his property, and he would certainly give up trying to find you then. But for that, you'll have to cooperate.
Or else?
Or else he'll likely find a less agreeable way of repairing the damage.
Wait, mister. I know everyone here. I'll help you. Only protect us from the butcher.
I am looking for Kurtz. Tell me where I can find him, and I'll smooth things over with Mr. Fletcher.
Everyone here knows Kurtz. He's the worst person in the area. We call him the Colonel because he fought against the Zulus in Africa. He got chucked out the army because he's completely crackers. He lives at number 8 Batty Street.
Good. Watson, see to the wound. Then we will settle the problem between these young men and Mr. Fletcher.
Oh, I love that. He's completely mad. He lives at Batty Street. You'll find Kurtz at number 8 Batty Street. To get there, take the first left, turning out of the cemetery, and the first right. And number 8 is on the right at the end of the blind alley?
We must protect these children from that butcher, Holmes.
It won't be necessary. I've had dealings with Samuel Fletcher before now. He's not the monster I've made him out to be. If he had wanted to kill them, he would have done so, even in dim light. By wounding the little thief, he wanted to warn him never to set foot in his shop again. Forget Mr. Fletcher, Watson.
You mean you lied to frighten those poor children?
Exactly. Clever, wasn't
it? Watson, I'm a man who doesn't care. I get what I want for the case.
Well, mister, that's a mighty fine outfit you're wearing there.
Daddy!
You stand out like a sore thumb, and that's no lie. Watch that you don't get it all dirtied
Just
up.
meow.
But you'd be welcome to come back to my place. It's not far, and I'd sponge it down for you.
Don't go back to Johnny's place. You'll get malaria.
Thank you, madam. I'm certain that you would make a very good job of it. That will not be necessary, however. But your thought was a kind one.
We'd best be leaving now, sir.
Here, please accept this sovereign as a token of my gratitude for your concern.
Well, I never. Thank you. That's right generous of you, my lordship.
You are very welcome, madam.
Madam, he calls me. Bless my garters. What a gent.
If you're ready now, sir.
Yes, let us go.
My garters. Is this the...
What a remarkable man, the Prince Woodville, to talk to such a woman as though she was an equal.
Let's find Batty Street.
Is there an autosave? There's still no autosave? God. I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna wait until there's an autosave. Cause I don't wanna save and it breaks. Alright. So first left out of the cemetery. What's this? And then the first right. Hey, Selimonovich! I wanna... Yeah, there's Batty. 3... 5... 7, so 8 should be around here. 4, 6, 8.
Closed. My God, Holmes, it's appalling. And the smell.
Is that a dead dog?
What can have happened here?
Stay calm, Watson. Take note of every detail and be careful not to move anything.
Very well, Holmes.
No! I knew it was gonna autosave. I knew it was gonna autosave and crash. Damn it, which means we have to do everything all over again. There's nothing else I can do. There's nothing else I can do. It's in window mode. It's on 16-bit. It's at a standard 1920 by 1080, which is like very basic. I have nothing else running besides this stream thing. Any chance? Fuh. Not the dog. I don't want to give up on this game, but I might have to. I might have to wait until I get my new system. That sucks. Is it just a bugged game? It's also possible it's just a bugged game. I am not the only person having this issue, and everybody's like, oh, just update your drivers, and people are like, I have a 40, I have a 30. Like, sadness. Well, Nina. Which I think is so funny. We were able to play all of those old games. Almost no problems. Some of the textures disappeared. I might just have to install the patch. Alright, I'm gonna install the patch, so I will be right back. So I did the process. I went through, downloaded that little patch thing, went selected the game file.exe, and hit apply, and it was like, executable could not work. And I was like, but you're supposed to work, so. I'm gonna try something. God, I hate myself so much.
Good day.
Yes?
Yeah. Grant.
Oh, that means I have to do the dice game again.
Dr. Grant. Thank you. Farewell, Doctor.
See you.
Okay. Now hear me out. If I try to save right now, you gonna crash on me? Okay. So maybe I don't super trust autosaves, right? Because they're like, keep your saves to a minimum. It's so hard helping fix other streamers' computers from the other side of the world. I was helping Max last night. He has an overheating problem. Well, we appreciate your effort to help us. I know I appreciate it. Okay. I think, what, we have to do all the cemetery stuff now? Autosave seems, not autosave, manual save seems to work, so I'm gonna run with that train for a hot second. I'm just gonna try to do a little more. Because I'm like, you know what, I wanna try. Wasted all that time, but it's okay. Now I know about the little food cart thing. Okay. Let's go. Do we risk it? We're gonna risk it. Ah! Well, this game has issues, so I think I'm gonna apply the broken thing, because it's like it's not entirely that I broke it, but you know my system isn't up to par to handle it, so it's only fair. Oh, you know, for fun one, we'll just throw this in there. My thoughts exactly help me. Well, that definitely puts a jump on the schedule, so let me see if I can get another game set up for you guys. 1 second.